Hello everyone. My name is Changbo, and I love to run through my final presentations regarding organizational purchasing decision process. So let's get started. So on the introduction page, I like to point out how each industry engage in new tax purchase, modify rebuy, and uh, the straight rebuys. And also, I like to point out how each given organizations responds to each purchasing situations, specifically A, the selection process, B, procurement and decision making, C, corporate culture's influence, D, motivations behind the purchases, and finally, E, external factors. So let's move on. So first of all, it is a fast food industry, the Wendy's and the McDonald's. On the purchasing situations, a new task purchase can be upgrading kitchen equipment to improve efficiency, and the modified rebuy can be switching to new suppliers for ingredients due to the quality or cost. And for the straight buyers, rebuy can be a routine replenishment of ingredients or supplies, such as meat or packaging. On the selection process and the key employees, I really streamed down this for the time constraint. So please bear with me for this. So first, the supplier evaluations, the procurement majors, access to quality, price, and reliability of vendors. Two, um, contract negotiations. Supply chain managers establish a long-term suppliers agreement. Thirdly, deliver quality control. The quality insurance teams should ensure the food safety compliance. On the corporation culture and the external factors, uh, corporate culture should be built on the efficiency and accessibility, and that this type of corporation can motivate by the cost management, either supply chains and reliability. There's a few extra factors I would like to point out. The first is the food safety regulations and the minimum wage registrations. This is very important because of fact the cost, labors, and pricing strategy and the competitive pressures. So there's a lot of rivals for the fast food industry, such as In-N-Out or Chick-fil-A. Move on to the automotive industry, such as Mercedes-Benz or US dealerships. For new task purchase, buying EV inventories for the first time can be also a good example. Modified rebuy can be changing supply for specific parts to improve the quality or reduce the cost. Straight, excuse me, straight rebuy can be routine restocking of vehicle parts and tires for maintenance or repairs. On the selection process and the key employees, first need a recognition. So definitely, the brand can be identified or by the sales majors based on the market trends and consumer demands, and the manufacturer negotiations. Procurement executives should negotiate pricing, financing options, and the vehicle allocations with manufacturers. Inventory management, distributions. Logistics and supply chains teams coordinate the vehicle stocks and delivery. Corporate culture can divide, driven by the brand identity, and this type of the brand or the dealership should motivated by the quality, performance, and the affordability. And point out that the external factors, economic conditions are very important for consumer purchasing power, and government regulations and the subsidy, like such as emission standard or the EV incentives, and the market trends like there's a huge rising demand for hybrid models. So this could be the external factors. So move on to the retail industry, such as Target or supermarket chains. New types of purchase, it can be a private level brand such as a Good and Together is a underlying brand from the targets, and modify rebuy, adjusting the supply contract due to the inflation or supply chain distributions is also a good example. And then modify the store layout or the shelves strategy based on the sales data or shopping patterns. For the straight rebuy, purchasing shopping bags or cleaning supplies. Um, Selection process and the key employees at first. Demand the forecasting. Supply chain analyst should predict the consumers' demand by using data. Supplier negotiations. Category managers negotiate bulk pricing or contract terms with the vendors. Thirdly, pricing and stocking strategy. Retail strategists should optimize the inventory levels and the promotional factors. On the corporate culture and the external factors, this type of company should focus on the cost effectiveness and brand differentiations, and then they can be motivated by the affordable price and then the product variety. And the external factor can be inflation tariff and the trade policy and global supply chains dynamics are also key element. And then it can be also influenced by consumer preferences or seasonal shopping trends. Lastly, the higher education, the Arts and College of Design. So this is school I went, definitely is an art school. So new test purchase can be investing in AI design tools and the cloud-based software since we are shifting to the new area of AI and then modify rebuy renewing the software license such as Adobe Photoshop or Autodesk LEs and the updated IT infrastructures or drawing tablets or digital workstations. And for the straight rebuy, the purchasing of clay for automotive, specifically automotive design students to support the clay modeling, because still the physical elements are very important for for potential designers to improve their like a sense of the design skill. And the restocking the art supplies for student use also important. On the selection process and the key employees, faculty input. So professor and department heads should identify what is required software and tools and the studio equipment. Secondly, IT and equipment evaluations. IT departments should access the technical compatibility of the hardware and the software. Suppliers contract, the vendors should be selected based on the licensing agreements and software dates and the bulk orders. Corporation culture should be emphasized by the academic excellence and industry reputations. And there's a few external factors, extraordinarily high tuitions. So here's the data that I found out. The latest data I found out. The full-time undergrad tuition is per each term is $26,000. So this is really like constraining the students who wants to be car designers. So this is the thing that my school should overcome it. And the competitive pressure from the other design schools, such as a College for Career Studies in Detroit, Michigan, it really makes sense because it's auto city. And yeah, I'd like to explain everything else here. And the conclusions. So there's 4 key factors that I'd like to highlight. First of all, different industry utilize the new task purchases, modified rebuy, and the straight rebuys uniquely. Secondly, selection process varies by industry, but always involve the procurement and quality control and the financial teams. Thirdly, corporate culture and the external factors can play a very important role in the procurement decisions. Lastly, strategic purchasing contributes to efficiency, cost control, and business success. And here's a reference that I put in. And thank you so much for listening to my presentations.